Okay. I wanted to start with this image because I think that it's funny. Um, but I also think that it's true. I really do love working my own business from home. I do love that sometimes I can sit in my pajamas all day if that's what I want to do, and that I get to be the boss, and it gets to be something that I own and that I'm in charge of. I really do like that. However, I might be in business for myself, but I am not in business by myself, and I would like to give a big shout out to my team. They inspire me every day, and they are what keep me motivated because I know that this opportunity is amazing for them, and I would never want to let them go at it alone, and I'm glad that they don't let me go at it alone. So now that all that mushy stuff is out of the way, I'll move on. Kelly, who is on here helping. First of all, Kelly, if something happens, and you needed to contact me, if you could text me, I might see that better. It'll pop up. I've got my phone, so that if you texted me, I'll be able to see that really fast. But Kelly has been my best friend since the first grade. And she also sells Janeberry, and it took her a while to decide that it was something that she wanted to do. But I'm really glad that she did, and I think she doesn't know this, but I would like for her to share at the end a little bit about why she joined. So I think her story is unique because she didn't join me from day one, and the person who was on the call with me this morning, she had joined me practically at day one, but Kelly didn't. So I'd like for her to share that because it might connect with some of you. So I'd also like to thank all of you for coming tonight. I know that you're taking time out of your busy schedule to listen about this. That tells me two things. One, that you're a nice person, and two, that actually you're going to do really great at this because you understand business and you understand that you should have information and you should be informed before you make a decision, and I'm hoping that tonight is your final step. That's why I'm here, is to ask anything. So I'm going to go over several things first to try to go over everything that gets asked every time I do a meeting like this. And then if you have a question that is unique or you want in more depth, please feel free to ask at the end. So I'm going to go on to the next slide. And I just want to say that we've all seen this on Pinterest, right? 1 year from now, you'll wish you started today. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. I have to say that I know this is true for me and for many, many women on my Janeberry team. That the difference between 1 year from now when you make that decision and you look back on your first year, you'll be shocked at how much you have changed as a person, how your dynamic has changed with your husband, with your boyfriend, with your mom, with your best friend, how much you've grown, not just financially, but on the inside too. But more than that, I would say that 3 months from now, you will thank yourself. It's only going to take 3 months. If you work hard, if you decide that this is something you want to go for, I am not kidding you. In 3 months, you're going to thank yourself. Maybe it'll just take 30 days. You know, a lot of people talk about how their first launch party made them a lot of money. So it might just be one party. But if you look at this as a business and you approach it as an opportunity to change your life, and by that I mean your financial life for sure, then 3 months from now you're going to thank yourself. And I can show you statistically, I mean not statistically, but factually, that I did thank myself 3 months later. These are my first 3 paychecks from Janeberry. As you can see at the bottom, it goes from the bottom up. So what's on the bottom was my very first paycheck. It was $156. My next paycheck, $413, and my next paycheck was over $1,000. And as you can see, that's December 2012, January 2013, February 2013. So that's 90 days. This is from a very old compensation plan, so you're probably not going to know what an associate consultant or a star consultant is if you go look this up right now. They don't exist anymore. Our compensation plan actually is better, and I would have made more money. That's actually the truth. I made less money than I would have made now had I done the same things I did back then. So we do have one of the best compensation plans in direct sales, as said so by more than one direct sales expert. So that's, I can't guarantee this, of course, but what I can say is you have an equal opportunity for this. There is nothing extra special about me, absolutely nothing. To be honest with you, I did not make back my kit at my launch party. None of my family has ever bought for me. And my very first party was a disaster of disasters and with a person I didn't know. However, that person became one of my best friends, and she had been in direct sales before, and she gave me a lot of tips, and she actually helped me learn a lot of things I didn't know because we were so new back then. We didn't have any of the training or any of the resources that we do now. So I'm really glad. It only took me 90 days to realize how awesome this was. So now Kelly is on, finally on. I don't know, Kelly, if you were on earlier, but you're supposed to text me and if anything's going on, and you will be sharing later, so be excited about that. Again, Kelly, best friend, first grade. I can impromptu tell her to share her story later. So you have this whole time to prepare, Kelly. All right. So here is how I made that money, or how you can make that money. Technically not how I made it, but we get paid 30% on all of our commission. So that's just basic. You sell $1, you get paid 30% on it. You sell $4,500, you get paid 30% on it. Then, as you can see, according to this chart, then you have the ability to earn more, okay, up to 40%. Now down here, there is a fast start period. So these are basically your first 3 months. So if you joined in April, all the days left in April would be considered bonus days. They're freebies. Your first month really doesn't start until May. All right, so the sooner you join this month, the better, because you get all these extra days. All right, plus other things, but we'll get into that in a little bit. So I'm not going to go over exactly what you get. This would be something that you and your sponsor would go over in depth, but I just want to show you that Janeberry is taking care of you in your first 90 days, and they are giving you cash bonuses and prizes for just doing the basics. And we are here to help you get through that. Sometimes you do have to speak up and let us know if you're struggling, and we're ready to help you. But I will say that it is always our goal to make sure that you make your kit back. So, by the way, a cat, a dog, a husband, or children could interrupt this at any time, which I really feel like is about to happen. So, here's another component that is really awesome. As you build a team, you have the opportunity to make additional cash bonuses. These are paid out one time to you. However, the amazing part is if you sponsor somebody and help them to build their teams up to these ranks, you too will get a bonus. Now, of course, there's qualifications for each of the ranks and timelines, but if you're doing that, you could, honestly, if you're having someone join your team and they're new and you're helping them get to the next step, if you're doing this every month, these totals right here, $100 could be coming at you. You know, every month, every 90 days, you could be getting these bonuses on top of your commission and on top of, if you've built a team, the commission that you earn from your team. So these are bonuses. The commission that you earn from your team, if you have any questions about that, please ask the person who is going to sponsor you, and she will help walk you through it. If you do have detailed questions, you can always message me personally on Facebook or post right in the Look and See event. So the next thing I want to go over is that we get paid, but we also earn. All right, we earn product credits. We don't ever have to pay for catalogs again. I mean marketing credits, sorry. We earn marketing credits, so we don't ever have to pay for catalogs and all the little things that can add up over time. We actually don't even have to pay for our business cards, and I don't even have to pay for my inventory book. And that's this big old bad boy right here. You can get that. You can earn that by having sales. I mean, how awesome is that? So there's that. All right, so you can see that Danielle shared with us everything that she got. And that's her retail credit, is what she's calling it, from hitting her second Fast Start, which would be her product credit. And then, of course, the marketing credit that she earns, pay for the catalogs, those little baggies, everything that we don't sell to the consumer. All right, so on to all the other great things you can get. So you sign up, you have your launch party, here's what you can get. All right, you can see right here, Laura got this from her first Fast Start bonus. And then down here, Amy got this too from a $550 launch party. That is pretty standard. Now, I'm not going to lie, my launch party I think was $185. It wasn't big, but then I also had a Facebook party that I put with it. So when I put my Facebook party and my in-home launch party together, I got to that $550. Back then, we couldn't leave them open for a very long time. So I actually didn't get to get this big haul from it because I had to split it up. But y'all get to put it together now, which is really awesome. But what is even more awesome than that is she made $181 in commission off of this. Which is pretty fantastic. She is getting awesome products and she's getting commission. She did not use her commission to buy these products. These products were given to her. All right, I just want to briefly let y'all know why I joined. Now that's me. I'm 1, 2, 3 over from the left, jumping there. That's me. And the reason I joined, honestly, was to help out a friend. I didn't know anything about direct sales other than the fact that I didn't want to do it. And my friend had posted several things about Jamberry. She'd even tried to get me to try them and host a party, but I was very confused because it was a Facebook party, and let me tell you, back then that was very confusing and nobody had ever heard of them at all. And I didn't even try on a sample, but she kept posting how it was changing her life and how she was going to buy her husband a motorcycle and all these things. And I thought, you know, I really believe in Terry, and she seems like this is a good deal. So I seriously just messaged her and said, what's the deal with all this Jamberry posting? And she said that she was really excited and told me all about it, you know, not from the product side, but from the opportunity side of what it had really done for her. And I said, well, do you need someone to join your team? And she said, well, I do, but I think somebody's going to join, and if they don't, then I don't hit my first goal, but that's okay. And I said, well, shoot, I'll join. What is it? I get all that stuff I haven't tried yet. I haven't even had a party for you. I'll sign on, but I'm not having parties. Well, anyway, as we know, that's not true. I ended up having tons of parties because when it came in the mail, even though I got a hairdryer in my kit, I could see the opportunity and how amazing it was going to be. And I was really excited to be girly again, get out of the house, have something that was my own. And then the reason I put this picture here is that they were having their first big incentive trip, and that was to Belize. Now this is this year's. This was Cancun, so I've earned 2 of them. But the first one is what motivated me to keep going for it, because I knew my husband and I would never take a trip unless I earned it, and I knew he would say no if I earned it. And I also knew my mother-in-law wouldn't say no to babysitting the kids if I earned it. So now I take me and my husband on a trip that is just the 2 of us every year. First year Belize, this year Cancun, and next year is Hawaii. And I'm just going to show you something that Jamberry sent to us. Just take 2 minutes here. They sent this to us on January 1st.
Traveling with Jamberry is a memory in the making. So where are we headed to next? We know our consultants love to be pampered, and that's just what we plan to do. Imagine a dream destination where you can experience a world-class resort set against the breathtaking backdrop of the Pacific Ocean, where you can take in a unique fusion of recreation and relaxation. Inspire your adventurous spirit by taking a dip in one of the 9 different theme pools connected by a river, rapids, and 6 waterfalls. You can even try out the lava slide or take a ride on the world's first water elevator. Earn your invitation to join us at this 40-acre lush tropical garden spa and resort. It's definitely a dream destination in the making. Join us March 2016 at the Grand Wailea in Maui, rated one of the best resorts and beachfronts in the world by Travel and Leisure magazine. Built to portray the richness of Hawaii's culture, people, and nature, Grand Wailea is the ultimate Hawaiian resort, providing an extensive selection of amenities and activities. You can earn this destination for either 3 nights or earn it for a full week. The earning period begins January 1st, 2015 and goes into the end of December. Consultants, put your plan into action now and start earning your dream destination. We'll see you in Maui. Aloha!
Okay, so last time I played this, I'm not gonna lie, I cried earlier today. Just because I've gone on the last two, so I do believe that it's possible, that going to this is possible. Then on two, there are actually people who have more points than I do right now, so more than just I am going to go to Hawaii for my team. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about with April. I'm recording this right now, but later I will not be able to use this recording in May because only those of you signing in April are going to be eligible for the extra incentives for this. If you are wondering about what the extra incentives are, please message me, or your soon-to-be sponsor, just because I don't want to go into tons and tons of details and the nitty-gritties right here. But basically, you get double points. So you get the chance to earn double the points in various ways, which is really fantastic. And if you join this month and get someone else on your team this month, then you have an even greater chance of earning more points towards this. So don't think that you have started too late in the game. And Jamberry is actually making sure that you don't think that by giving you extra rewards. Now last year they did not do this, and a lot of people, I think it was like 100 some odd, which is a lot for an incentive trip if you took the percentage of people who made it versus how many consultants we had at the time. It was a lot. And to be honest, I don't know what the total number was. I didn't count everybody who was there. That's who I hung out with, you see in the picture. So you have a chance. Do you want to go to Hawaii? Like, I certainly do. I cried on January 1st because I was like, I get to go to Hawaii because this was not going to happen. And here it is. And all I have to do is want it and be willing, and I am on pace right now. So very excited, and this could be you too. You do not have to pose for Toyota, 1980s Toyota style commercials, but we want to do. So, all right, let's see. The next thing I wanted to go over is that if you're sitting here and wondering if this is for you, I can tell you right now that we have lawyers, we have doctors, nail techs, nurses, teachers, stay at home, work from home, 60-hour-a-week job earners, part-time job earners, single ladies, college educated. We even have people who are on government assistance working their way off of it. I mean, you name it, we run the gamut here. So I think that you will find that there is somebody on this team who is having the same struggle or who is having the same what if that you have. They're working through that right now, and I think that's why we can help you as a team grow to be the best consultant that you can be. So basically you get the point. This business is for anyone who wants it. Now, some of us do in-home parties, others do only Facebook, and then a lot of us, like myself, do a mix of both. And again, it's how you want to run your business. There's no one way to do this. So join in April. You could also earn this cute little bag, and I'm going to use mine, because I have the chance to earn it too, I am going to go ahead and put all the things in it for my samples on the go, my one-on-ones that I tend to have when I'm, let's say, at a wedding, not kidding you, and somebody wants to try Jamberry. I'm not afraid at all to, go in the bathroom, plug in the heater, and show them about it, because people, they are always asking about it. So especially if you're wearing it, like these pretty ones, they're always asking. So then you get the Hawaii points, and then you get the really super cute mixed mani. It's an exclusive, and this is the only way and only month that you can earn it. Now let me tell you the things that I love about Jamberry, and that I think you will too. First, we get paid 5 times a month. That's right, we get paid every single Friday, and then again on the 10th. Here's what some people have been doing with their money, and maybe this is something that you would want to do with yours, or maybe you have something else, but you can see from what they're saying the types of things that you're able to do with your Jamberry money. Paying bills, paying for sports lessons, sports fees. I love that a lot of people are starting to pamper themselves because they actually have the free money to do it. You can see that Erica is using hers for fun money. And Katrina is using hers for a family vacation, and she's saving for a house. Melissa is saving again for a vacation and new Easter outfits. And then Jenny, she updated her wardrobe, which is always really fun. She is no longer having to worry about bills, and she plans on making memories, and it's just really sweet. She said she even got to take her kids to Build-A-Bear. This is awesome. These are the things that you can do for yourself and for your family. I personally have gotten brand new quartz countertops. I had a cracked countertop before for 6 years. So I finally got brand new quartz countertops. We got brand new glass tile backsplash. We got all new carpet downstairs and up into our landing on our upstairs. And we also got a jet ski, and we also got a new boat, and we took our kids to Colorado Springs this fall, and then we took our kids to Disney World and just went crazy a couple weeks ago. Plus there's just other things that I've been able to do. I've been able to give more to charity. I've been able to save more. We've been able to triple our nest egg. I've been able to do a lot with it. This is 2 years worth of stuff I've been able to do with it. But just think, it will accumulate. You saw my 90 days. And just think, if you just made what I made in my 90th day, that's still going to give you some extra money that can help get you out of debt, that can help pay for sports, that can help pay for dance. Dance is a big one. My daughter is 4, and I had no idea that it's going to cost that much money. But there's lots that you can do with your Jamberry money, and you can see that many people are earning that. Another thing I love is that this is still a ground floor company. This is last summer. We were lucky enough to get to go visit Home Office. Now, Home Office has grown since then, and at this point we can't go down, can't have conference there anymore, so we won't be able to go do this like we used to. But I know that when people visit Utah, they're still allowed to go to Home Office. There's me looking awesome and photogenic, very awesome and photogenic with the CEO. That's only the 3rd time I've tried to get a good selfie with him, and I can't. But here's the deal. I know him. He cares enough to stop and take a picture. Now, I think he would have stopped and taken a picture with anybody that would have said, "Hey, Adam, I'd love to get a selfie." So it's not necessarily unique to me, but yes, I do know him. The sisters, when we went to Cancun, I was able to have some just private fun moments with them. That was really cool. And that is because this is still a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You are still in the mix. There is no saturation. You're in this very unique, wonderful time where if you say, "Have you heard about Jamberry?" people say yes, but most people still haven't tried it. 2 years ago, if you want to think, "Oh, Monica, she got here early, that's why she's doing well," I will tell you this. 2 years ago, when I would ask people, "Have you heard of Jamberry?" they would say no. And then when I would even try to talk about the concept of a nail wrap, they did not want to listen to it. So it was a little bit more difficult to get the word out back then. I had to put in a lot more footwork, I think, than we have to put in now. So again, I feel like, I know I'm comparing what happened 2 years ago to what's happening now, but that's because what's happening now, this is just such a ripe opportunity. There's so much low-hanging fruit in the realm of opportunity for you to grasp right now. I'm just so excited for you because you get to be excited and launch right when everything's at your fingertips. So that's something else I love. Another thing I love, Jamboree always offering us new things, new ways to market to new audiences. So when you're running a business, you want to be able to keep yourself fresh and out there. Of course, our wraps are consumable, but not only that, Jamboree is giving us a way to reach new people with the wraps and other products. I really love that, and I also love that Jamboree listens to us. We said that we wanted some pink camo, so they didn't just get us pink camo. They went out and they got us a license, and what that license brought with it was a fan base, which is awesome. So that gave us somebody new. And I have to tell you that I promoted the Smutty Girl on my business page, and I have 2 brand new Facebook parties from it, from people who had never even heard of Jamboree, let alone tried it. So please never mention saturation to me. Next thing I love, rewards, rewards, rewards. As you could see before, showed you all the Fast Start rewards, and here you go. Once you start building a team, here's the various things that you can start earning. Wraps, this beautiful handbag. Now these items were all custom made for Jamboree consultants, so you will not see them on the arms of anybody else or neck. Another thing I love, online tools. Oh my gosh, really at this point there's no excuse for you to not know everything other than having to take the time to do it. I'm a person who likes to talk one-on-one with the person who's sponsoring me, so if you are that way, that is okay too. That is what the team is for. But if you're more of a, I want to figure it out all first, then ask my questions, then we have a bunch of online tools for that. We also have TaxBot, which is an amazing way for us to keep track of our taxes, and that is free if you have the upgraded website. And considering we get 2 other tools, which I'm not going to go into here, what we're getting all 3 of those tools for is 50% less than you would pay for TaxBot monthly if you paid for it on your own. So I just look at it like I'm getting it for free because it costs way less than, it costs like 20 bucks a month, and Jamboree does not charge us that. Oh, did I mention free vacations? I was just wondering if I mentioned that. Another thing I love is that we can work from anywhere. Here you can see that Elizabeth is doing her Jamboree biz in the Staples parking lot. Now I also know that Elizabeth works from home, and she is an accountant, but I know she cannot do her accountant work in the car. But that's one of the reasons that she loves Jamboree, is because she can take it anywhere. And then I also love it because we get national recognition for being amazing. Just a couple weeks ago, we were on the Today Show being highlighted as a way that moms can make money at home. So it's not just me saying this. I'm pretty sure we've been validated right here for being a way that you can make money from working at home. So the next phase I'm going to get into would be the what ifs. If you've been on the look and see, you can see that I have done a series of what if posts. And I really do think that the what ifs can be what eats your brains. You know, there's a couple of decisions I've made in life that I've been, what if I would have, you know, what, and I still think about it, and it's probably been 16 years, you know, and these were professional decisions, and just, you know, what if I would have done that? And they will eat your brains. So that's why I'm glad to have Jamboree now, and I don't have to get as upset about the what ifs as I used to, because I know that this time I saw an opportunity and I went for it, and I didn't let it pass me by. So we're going to get into that series. Now I just highlighted some, but there are many people who answered these, so it would be worth your time to go through and scroll. I set them up like a goober, so you can't actually scroll through the photos. You actually have to scroll through the posts. Sorry about that. I'm sure you're like, oh my gosh, all these people are being welcomed. Well, that ought to tell you how many people are excited to share this opportunity. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I did a recruiting training this past week, and I want to tell you what my biggest recruiting tactic is. If you want to know. It is to share the Jamberry opportunity with any woman you know that could benefit from the 6 gifts that it can give you. And then I listed the 6 gifts being, financial, being independence, being confidence, recognition, and there's a couple more. So that's my recruiting tactic. Share the opportunity. Share how awesome and amazing and life-changing this can be with another woman, and let her know why she would also be amazing at it. So yeah, that is, so I did that, and a lot of people were really inspired and knew that this opportunity was amazing and they wanted to share it. And that's where I come from. That's what recruiting is for me. Recruiting is not about what can I get out of it. Recruiting for me is what can I give to somebody else. So I'm hoping that we're able to give many of you something that you've been looking for. So what if you don't know anyone? Well, Elizabeth says that she didn't know anybody. She couldn't even count on one hand how many people she knew. Only 3 people came to her launch party, and one was, I know one was a neighbor. And anyway, so only 3 people came, but 2 of those turned into fanatics, and that's all it took to start her business. They hosted Facebook parties, and she's here 22 months later. Okay, didn't know anybody. Erica Best, same thing. She panicked. Only 2 women came to her launch party, but they both loved them. So they each placed ordered and booked parties, and that's all it took. So I'm looking at the statistics here, looking at what they gave us. If you know 2 people, you could be golden. I think we all know 2 people. Even if you move, unless you have moved somewhere in the past 2 weeks, then you might not know anybody. But if you have lived somewhere, and just because you didn't grow up there doesn't mean you don't know anybody, let this be your chance to get out there and meet somebody new. What if you are shy? This is not a problem for me, but it is a problem for a lot of people. And we have the party card system, so basically you just play a game, and you're reading cards, and the guests feel like they're playing a game, and nobody has to worry about being shy. But here's what Sarah had to say about it. She said that she is very shy. She wouldn't do an in-home party, but finally she made herself, and it wasn't as bad as she thought. And actually, she is really glad that Jamberry has helped her come out of her shell. So we got 2 things going on here. 1, you don't have to worry about it. We have the party cards. Or 2, it's really not that bad, and it could actually help you come out of your shell. What if I am already super busy? I would say that that's probably all of us. But what did others have to say about how they work their business around being super busy? Rebecca tells us, this is going to make me tired when I read it, but she's a mother of 2 young kids, works a full-time, is a Girl Scout leader, school volunteer, and she's in grad school. But she still makes her Jamberry business work. And that's because it really is easy. It's something that she can do on her phone while running errands. Especially if you're running a Facebook party, it's easy to do that. So I'm going to guess that what she does is she takes the little bit of chunks of time that she has and she works her business. You don't have to have 5-hour chunks at a time in order to be successful. You just need to make use of the time that you have. Next, what if I don't have the money? So I'm just going to read to you what I posted about this, and then I'm going to share what personal stories from people. But I really think it's important that everybody on this call understands that Jamberry is a business, which means that you have the opportunity to make money. This is not a department store purchase. This is not a handbag that you're putting over your shoulder, okay? This is an investment into your future. And we get paid 5 times a month. Okay, if you went and bought a handbag, it would not come with the opportunity to make money from it, okay? But this does. What you are purchasing is what you would use at parties. So that is what's here. You are investing in the materials needed to have a party and then the support on the other side, okay? If you're thinking of having your own party and earning the 50% off, I have to be honest with you. You are missing out on money, okay? And if money is an issue, I want you to know that you will be missing out on money if you do that. If you sign up and got your party to the $350 in sales that you would need to qualify for the 50% off, you would have already made your kit back plus some. All right? And you would also be $350 closer to your first goal, okay, which is paid out in January product credits. Plus, you would also get the launch party loot that you saw earlier. Now, there is no other business model opportunity where you can make your investment plus profit back in the first month than the type that Janeberry is, which is direct sales. My $100 investment turned into a $1,500 a month payout in less than 90 days. And if anybody would like to know at the end of 90 days if I had put a bunch of money into my business, I was actually, that was profit. I was at the point of profit because I actually didn't even buy business cards. We had to pay for our own business cards back then. Now you can earn them. But I didn't buy business cards till I was 6 months in. I may have invested a little money in some printing off stickers, and I would just hand out catalogs because catalogs are free. Free. These are free. Host join. It's free. Just put my sticker on it for 6 months. So yeah, you don't have to carry inventory. Didn't carry inventory. Still really don't carry a whole lot. That book is not full that I showed you. So anyway, you could be making that. You could be putting in 100 and getting back out 1,500 in 3 months. And if you can think of 7 people that you could sell Janeberry to, then it is a no-brainer because at that point you paid for your kit. 7 people pays for your kit. So let's see what other people on the team have to say about that. Yes, get the kit, have a launch party. Her party was $1,400 in sales, and I think I did the math on that earlier. It's around $500 in commission, or that could be $500 in commission for your sponsor, whichever way you want to run it, but why not have your own launch party? So Amber said the same thing. She made back the cost of her kit in 1 week. And then I'm here just to remind everybody, you might not make back your kit in 1 week or at your launch party. I didn't, but my $99 has turned into 6 figures over the past. Now I'm almost to 6 figures a year, but not quite. But I've earned 6 figures in the past 2 years. So that's what it can turn into. So if you don't have money, then this might be what you need. One of the elite executives was on welfare, and she took her last $50, and she had earned the kit credit. She took her last $50, bought the other half of her kit, and got herself out from underneath having to have welfare in her first 30 days. Because remember, we get paid every Friday. So she wanted it. She did it. And then another one who I know personally, well, I know both of these ladies personally, but she actually was about to lose her house, so she borrowed $100, signed up for Janeberry, and within 6 months, she hadn't lost her house, and she was actually making double house payments. So what I'm trying to illustrate here is that this is an opportunity and it's an investment, and this is your chance to take $50 or $100 and turn it into much, much more than $50 or $100. You're not putting it into something and it's poofing. You're putting it into something and it's growing for you. All right, so the next what if is, what if someone in my area already sells Janeberry? And I mean, well, we're not saturated, so I did the math and I shared it with the team, but it's actually funny statistically speaking if you think that you're saturated, because we can't even possibly, with the number of consultants that we have now, even service the number of ladies that there are in the United States. And fact, Janeberry has not penetrated 50% of the zip codes in the United States. 50% of the zip codes are not penetrated. So that should tell you saturation, not here. But what do people who are actually selling say? They're saying that it's actually helpful, especially if those other members are on your team, because you get to lean on each other. And unless you are twins married to twins who all work at the same place, then you do not have the same network. Okay, you have a different network than even your best friend who might live in the neighborhood with you. Okay, I have a different network than my husband, right? Okay, so everybody has their own networks, and that's what you would work within, okay? Your family and your friends are not going to be what sustains your business. They might be what helps you launch it. They may be what helps support it, but they are not going to be what makes or breaks your business. I know that. My family doesn't buy from me. So if you're worried about that, don't be. All right, what if I have never tried Jamberry? That would be me. And basically what I had to say about that is just jump in, went for it. I'm still thanking Terry. I send her gifts. I'm like, thank you. Thank you for trying to get me to try a sample that I never tried on, and people still do that to me. To this day, they don't try on a sample, but guess what? I just asked somebody else if they want one. Keep on keeping on, you know? But I didn't try the product, and here I am. Okay, so if your friend, if you believe in her and she's the one who's going to be sponsoring you, then just extend that to the product. Kristen Ruffler, she joined because a friend told her that she thought she would be good at it and that others value her opinion. I am that friend. I did tell Kristen that. Like I told you, that's how I get people on my team, is because I know that they'd be good and I know that it would change their lives. And actually, she was, I was just telling everybody that this was awesome. So I think that I had 6 people join in one night, and she was one of them. But I told them all how awesome it was and why each one of them would be good at it, because this isn't hard. And actually, Kristen is now a senior executive, so I mean, I was right. She is good at this. But it's not hard. And if you love talking about fashion or shoes or anything, then this is definitely not hard. And I love talking about those things. I love getting other women to buy shoes. And honestly, sometimes I'm like, if Jamberry would carry shoes, I would be in heaven. Anyway, so that's what I like to do. But Kristen, she says that she was even snooty towards direct sales, just like me. But that she has found that this isn't the same, and it's really about the people. So now, before we get to Ask Me Anything, I'm just going to say that the cost of the kit is $99 plus shipping and taxes. And this is what comes in it. Plus you get 3 additional sheets of nail wraps that you get to choose yourself. And then I was going to show you this little, if you go to your consultant's website, and you will have this too. Okay, so the second you sign on, you will have this website, you will have this join button, and you will get to share this with anybody interested in joining your team. So you don't even have to know anything. You can just say, oh my gosh, there's this really cool link on my website where you can go look at all the FAQs. Oh my gosh, how awesome is that? You don't even have to know anything. You just have to know that this is awesome and that Jamberry is fun. So that's pretty much the way I look at it every single day. This is awesome, the product is awesome, and I have so much fun doing it. And then if somebody asks me a question, I can always come here and be like, what was that again? Yes. Okay? Because there's no way you're going to keep all this in your head, and that's what's awesome about Jamberry. They have an amazing website where we can go look up and find out anything that we need to, and if you're not good at that, that's okay. Somebody else on the team is. So for those of you who have been in the Look and See,